Hi, so today we'll discuss Nespresso mini case study, the Nespresso success story. So today we'll discuss how Nespresso established its positioning in order to become a $3 billion company and to a brand which we know today. There are some facts. Nespresso was created in the year 1986 as a subsidiary for the Swiss group Nestle. Initially, it's a supplier of coffee machines, but then it got into selling coffee pods and other stuff as well. It has repositioned itself to the high-end segment in order to become a global success. Today, the total revenue of the company is over $3 billion. It is present in 60 countries with more than 300 boutiques. So now we'll discuss a strategy that was adopted by Nespresso in order to become a global brand. Generating revenue through Nespresso pods. So this was a deliberate strategy. So Nespresso knew that the major chunk of its revenue would not come by selling coffee machines. It adopted the method of selling coffee machines through retailers in order to reach more and more consumers. But they knew that they blocked the consumers because they need to buy the coffee pod in order to get coffee, which would be a which would bring them a recurring source of income. Since Nespresso thought that it would be great to have a long-lasting customer relationship with the consumers that they have, then they introduced the Nespresso Club, where each and every consumer becomes a member of the club. And currently, there are over 8 million members of the club who receive a subscription-based magazine, which includes special offers and limited offers. Nespresso also associated itself with well-established restaurants that who had the main focus on authenticity and quality, so that the visitors of the restaurant would know about the high-end positioning of Nespresso. We will discuss the points of differences that makes Nespresso different from its competitors. So it was a unique, elegant, and luxury experience that a consumer gets. The Nespresso Brand Club, where the consumers are treated as members of a prestigious club. The great in-shop experience at Nespresso Cubes with an interactive interiors. Develop and diversified distribution channel of their own, and a lot of variety of coffee choices that one can have. We'll discuss the points of parodies that Nespresso has with their competitors. So high quality coffee, premium price. So sometimes also the R&D is done in collaboration with each other in order to save cost. So the product categories are almost same that that the competitor sells in this industry, and the convenience of getting the products at your home or anywhere else in the world. The distribution channel. So we'll discuss the distribution channel that Nespresso has put in place in order to become a global brand. Nespresso boutiques. So Nespresso has set up boutiques all over the world. Currently, they have are over 300 boutiques in over 60 countries where the user can come and interact with the boutiques and buy the stuff that they want. They also have an e-commerce portal in order to sell stuff online, and obviously you can buy stuff from retailers and by calling their toll-free customer support. So as we know that brand mantra is very important in order to position a brand. So the brand mantra of Nespresso is ultimate coffee experience. So I'll break the brand mantra into these three, which is ultimate, which serves as an emotional modifier, which tells the consumer by what benefits it can have by with the brand. Next, it's coffee, which serves as a descriptive modifier, which tells the consumer that what the brand is about. And the third would be the experience, which serves as a brand function, which tells the user that what they can gain and benefit from the brand they are looking at to buy. So Nespresso has a couple of brand ambassadors all over the world. So one being George Clooney, and another being Penelope Cruz. The most famous slogan that went viral was "What else" by George Clooney. It was marketed with the advertising agency McCain. So why has Nespresso repositioning in the consumer market led to the success of the brand? So it was good communication channels, high quality coffee, highly targeted marketing campaigns, making the brand desirable to the consumer. It was kind of an aspiration in order of a consumer to be a part of Nespresso Club. Setting up boutiques and Nespresso cubes, association with well-established restaurants and high-profile brand ambassadors. So if we discuss if Jacobs, Dove, Egberts can take over the market share to what Nespresso currently has, so I can say yes, since JD currently has a pretty big revenue of $4 billion, and they can invest into marketing more than what Nespresso can. But on the same side, Nespresso has established itself all over the world, and it would take a lot of time for JD in order to build space for themselves. The recommendation that I can have for Nespresso would be to, they can establish more growth in the capsule market, introduce more coffee flavors, introduction of consumer loyalty programs so that the consumers can reap the benefits of being loyal to the loyal to the brand, work on culture and emotional branding. So, in order to summarize the slides, so we have discussed how Nespresso became a success story with the strategy that they have, with the points of difference and point of parities, with the brand mantra, telling the soul of the brand, and the brand ambassador also played a quite a role in order to place the brand where it is today. So this was in a presentation from the summer internship. Currently, I am pursuing under Professor Samir Mathur from IIM Lucknow. Thank you.